Hey guys, it's Isabella here, and welcome to a new video. So today's video is going to be another book-related collection video, and this is going to be my Disney novels, so like novels that are Disney licensed, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to tell you guys which ones I have, if I liked them or not, because I've read all of these, unlike my last video where I talked about the classics that I have as a collection, but I haven't read some of them, but I have read others. So this collection will be completely read books. So I'll give you guys my opinions on them and if I like them. Okay, so for the books that are not in any particular Disney series, these 4 books are Frozen books because I'm obsessed with Frozen. You guys know this. So I have so many Frozen books by Disney. But anyway, let's get started. So this is in order of my least favorite Frozen book to favorite. So my least favorite one was Frozen 2, Forest of Shadows, by Camilla Banco. These books are like middle grade, so the font's really big. These books may look like they're long, but they're really fast reads. It's really not that intimidating. But yeah, this was like marketed as like a tie-in to Frozen 2. So before Frozen 2 came out, this book came out. And that's the whole reason I bought it. I was like, I want to read more Anna and Elsa content. And I want to see it connect to the new movie before I go see the new movie. So I thought I would get some extra new kind of content and that connects to that, but it didn't really connect to Frozen 2 that much. And I was kind of disappointed by that. The story was okay. From what I remember, it just was a bit lackluster. It wasn't that interesting to me. But it's in the Frozen universe. So I was like, if Disney makes it, it must be canon. So since I'm a Frozen fan, I had to pick this up. I had to read it, and I did. And it wasn't the best experience, but if you're a Frozen fan, I guess you should read it. But yeah, this was an okay book. I believe I gave that one a 3-star. So, yeah. The second book is a anthology, and that is All Is Found. This is the Frozen 10-year anniversary book. And yeah, it comes with basically a bunch of different stories that take place at different times throughout the Frozen timeline. So some take place before Frozen, during Frozen, between Frozen 1 and 2, after Frozen 2. So that was really, really fun. Another middle grade book. So, yeah. I enjoyed this. I gave it a 3.5. The reason for that is because half of the stories I really enjoyed, and the other half were a bit meh. They weren't bad. They were just meh. Like, I still read them all. I finished this whole book from front to back. And yeah, if you're a Frozen fan, I highly recommend that you read this. It's totally worth it to get some more insight into certain moments in the Frozen universe that we don't get to see, and then certain characters also that we don't get to see very much of. So, I recommend this book. This next book is high on my list, and that is Frozen Polar Nights, Cast into Darkness by Jen Kalanita and Mary Mancusi. And this book, basically, I got this as soon as it came out. This takes place after Frozen 2, and I was ecstatic, because after Frozen 2 finished, I was in a depression. I was like, I need more Anna and Elsa content. Now that they're separated, how are they gonna... This is so sad. It's like sisters being separated made me so sad. So seeing them come back together in any way, even in book form, I was like, yes, I'm there. There's another threat to Arendelle, this time in kind of like a storm, but also a creature. And there's a scary campfire story that gets told, and there's some truth to this story, apparently, and they have to solve the mystery of what actually happened in order to stop this threat to Arendelle. So, more family secrets, and I love that. I love getting to see more into Anna and Elsa's, like, family and stuff, and some new characters as well, that I haven't seen in the books before, and that was fun. But yeah, I highly recommend. This was so exciting, so interesting. The plot, the mystery, the sister content, amazing. But my favorite Frozen book of all of them is the prequel, and that is Frozen 2, Dangerous Secrets. And this is the story of Iduna and Agnar. So, Anna and Elsa's parents, we finally get their love story from beginning to the tragic end. And I absolutely ate this book up. I think I gave it like a 5-star or something, or a 4.5. I absolutely adored this book. When I watched the movie, I was like, I need to see the story behind these two. I need to see how these two got together. And when I heard this book was coming out, I rushed to my bookstore to grab it. This one has a little bit bigger of a font, but it's not that much bigger. And it's not that thick. But I loved it. It was so, so good. Oh man, sometimes prequels can be disappointing. Not this one. No. This should be on every Frozen fan's list. You should read this if you haven't. I absolutely ate this up. I never really cared for Anna and Elsa's parents before. But now I kind of understand why they made certain decisions that they did. And I kind of like them more now. Yeah, I highly recommend this book. If you read any of these books, at least read this one and the last one I showed you guys. The books that I have that are part of a series are the Twisted Tale books. Now, right now there's like about 17 of these books, maybe more. And I have read more than I've bought physically. I've read some of them on my Kobo, but I'm just going to show you the ones I have physically. And I have 4 of those, so let's get to these. The first one I have here is the first one I ever bought, and that is Conceal Don't Feel by Jen Kalanita, and this is, you guessed it, the Frozen Twisted Tale. So, these are basically books, like, the Twisted Tales are basically like what ifs based on different Disney movies, and like what would happen if one thing was changed. So this one is what if Anna and Elsa never knew each other, so basically they get like separated when they're young and they literally don't grow up with each other. So that was a really interesting concept. The only thing I liked in this book was Elsa being kind of Hans's, like target in this one. It was, as a Elsa and Hans shipper, which I don't know if that's controversial or not. But anyway, I liked that aspect of the book. But besides that, I didn't love the story. I think this is my least favorite Twisted Tale, believe it or not, which is disappointing because I really wanted to love it. I love Frozen, but this book was just a bit lackluster to me. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But yeah, I didn't love it. But basically, Anna grows up with, like, a normal village family, and Elsa is raised in the castle. So yeah, they don't know each other, but then they meet up again and they have to figure out that they're sisters, obviously. And like, anyway, it's a whole thing, but that's that one. The second book that I ever bought from the series was Go the Distance, which is also by Jen Kalanita. And these books are also pretty middle grade. The font's not that big. And yeah. This one is a Hercules Twisted Tale. And this is the, like, basically what if Meg had to become a Greek god at the end of the movie to stay on Mount Olympus with Hercules, which I loved this book. I was so happy. I was so unsure of this because I didn't like the previous book by the same author, but this one hit all the right boxes. I think I gave it a 4.5 or a 5. Absolutely adored this. We got some Hades and Persephone content, which I was like, thank you to the author for giving us that, because I was just like eating that up. I was like, Hades deserves a girl. Like, I've always shipped Hades and Persephone in any kind of mythology or universe. So seeing that in this book was cute. Seeing Meg have to go through certain trials to become a god was really fun, and I had a great time with this. I highly recommend it. It was so much fun. If you're a fan of Hercules, you're gonna love this. But yeah, Meg has to face Hades again and some other obstacles from her past. And yeah, this was really good. The next one I read was A Whole New World by Liz Braswell. And this one was basically what if Aladdin had never found the lamp. So basically, Jafar gets to it first, which I really loved this concept. And this book was really thin, but I absolutely loved it. I think I also gave this like a 4.5 or something. And yeah, I had such a fun time with this one. It's one of my favorites. I recently came into my love for the Aladdin films, so I was just like, I need more content. So I read this. It was super fun. Basically, Jafar finds the lamp before Aladdin, and so he gets all of these powers and like becomes Sultan earlier on in the film, basically. Like, that's the what if scenario. And so yeah, we see Jasmine team up with Aladdin and try to basically stop Jafar with a bunch of other street rats, which was really cool, really fun, and I really loved it. So yeah, totally recommend for anyone who likes Aladdin. This was a really fun story, and yeah, great. And now the last book in my collection is As Old as Time, also by Liz Braswell, and this is the basically what if Belle's mother cursed the beasts. And this concept is phenomenal. I believe I gave this 4.5 stars. I think this is the best what if book that I've ever written and read. I haven't written. Read in this series. If you read any of these, I recommend Go the Distance and this one. This one was so amazing. It is so different from the movie, but it's also somewhat like the movie in the beginning. But I like that it felt like its own original take. And it was so good. So many fun revelations. I just really enjoyed this. And it's thick. It's the thickest one, I think, that I've seen. But it was so worth it. The ending was a bit lackluster, which is why I didn't give it a 5. It left kind of like on a cliffhanger, which makes no sense because Twisted Tales don't get sequels. So I was like, this was not finished. I was just like, what? Anyway, that's the only con, but yeah, I loved it. So yeah, these are all my Disney books that I currently own. So yeah, I plan to buy more. I plan to buy more in the Twisted Tales series, and I plan to buy the Tinkerbell book that was released, Wings of Starlight, which is basically the love story and backstory of Queen Clarion and Lord Mallory, which I've always wanted a story about that, so I'm super excited to read that eventually. But yeah, those are the books that I have. Thank you guys for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, please give it a like. Comment what other book collections you'd like to see. If there are certain like genres like sci-fi, fantasy, dystopian, whatever, I will do another video of the books that I have of those. And please subscribe if you want to see more of those. Bye-bye.